There has been this one habit which has stood with me longer than most friendships, most phases of my life, and literally, it has just recorded every single thing of my life. And that habit somehow shaped my life in a very unexpected way. It became the foundation of writing my book as well. And that very habit is journaling. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Curly Conversations. Himanshi this side, and today we are talking about journaling, the habit that shaped my 20s. And you know, let me tell you, share one story that journaling is a fancy term nowadays. It has become more prominent since everybody talked about manifestation and every other mindset related thing. But the older term, maybe if we say it very casually, that term is diary writing. Like nowadays people are doing aesthetic journaling and scrapbook journaling and lot many things. They have journals for finances, they to record every other thing of their life, to track their emotions, to track their health. There is every other journal out there available in the market, and then you have all those fancy prompts. But for me, journaling was not a fancy prompt thing. It began a lot more earlier. Like I have been doing journaling now for 8 plus years. I started when I was about 12 or 13 years of age, and since that day there has been something or the other in my diaries, in my journals. Those were not very fancy like we have it from nowadays, which have all those aesthetic things. And I used to just paste on some stickers to make it feel more like me. I used to draw in it, I used to make it feel like, yeah, this is a part of me. And journaling for me is a way of expression in a way that I could be hopeless, I could be hopeful, I could be messy, clumsy, very, very organized, or very thoughtful in a very flowy state, or nothing at once, or all at once, at all at the same time. So, yeah, it sounds a little bit complicated, but let me just break it to you. People nowadays say that journaling is about routine, but I say for me it has been more about relief. When I used to write the things like, today my day felt like this, today I did this, today I did that, and that was a way I was talking to my own self. And as for the sake of it, my best friend became my diary. And that very best friend had stood me longer than every single thing. It has stood me through most of the phases of my life, and it is still ongoing. Like, I do not use very fancy journals or something like that. There is no harm if you are doing so, it is on your own choice. But I like to make things which looks more of myself, so that it is a way of expressing and it is a way of connecting me with my own self, right? So, yeah, that journaling became a tiny room of myself in my own world, where I could just express freely without any judgment, and I could just be the person, whoever character I want to be. Not always the main character. I am the main character of my story, but sometimes it feels like, yeah, this thought came into my mind. So every single thing went into that journal. So, yeah, for me, journaling became a tiny room inside my life where no one could enter without my permission. Nothing poetic, nothing aesthetic, but just a girl who had too many thoughts, too many things going in her head, and not enough place to keep them. So, journaling became that place for me. So, yeah, journaling became the friend I wish I would have had, and sometime later, it became the person I become. Right. So that was the most beautiful thing I learned about journaling from journaling. And you know what was the best part about it? On the days when I felt lost, when I didn't feel like I was being myself, and I was just confused and overwhelmed with my thoughts, journaling became one such thing where I could just express freely in full flow. And whenever I would just start writing, like, this is the thing, this is going on in my mind. By the end of when I finish that writing, when I finish that page, I would have that answer very clearly. So yeah, one key point is of journaling is that it brings clarity, utmost clarity. Like the more you know about yourself, the more you know how to express yourself, the more clear you become. For me, it is like that, and for you, it can be too. And why I say that? Because journaling is not there to solve your problems, but it definitely gives you the courage to face them. Because now you have met the person you are, who you truly are. And all you have to do is to just be honest with your own self. You should know how to express yourself. How you are with yourself is what you are expecting the others to treat you. If you are talking negative about yourself, that you can't do this thing, you can't do that thing, obviously the others are going to treat the same with you. Universe is going to create the magic around it, because you yourself are giving the orders to the universe that yes, this is the way I want my life to be. And the magic happens when you know your own self. And the most beautiful part of this is you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to show it to anyone unless you want to. You don't have to be very creative with writing. You don't have to be a perfect writer or anything of that sort. You just need to be your own self, honest, full of emotions. And if you don't even know that, just start writing, and then you'll see how the pages comes. Like some days it is just full of emotion, some day it is just full of anger, some day it is a vent out page full of tears, some day it is like a happy cherished memory that you would love to keep as a keepsake for your future years. Whenever you feel down, you can just look back, flip through the pages and see, yeah, oh yeah, that was a day I did this. It could be an achievement recorder as well, and it would just uplift your mood. What I have learned is everything revolves around self. The universe is in you, right? So even the spelling of the universe is changed for us. It's YOUNIVERSE, because the universe lies in you. So yeah, some days even what I did while journaling was, when I didn't felt myself and I felt very angry, I would just write everything in a very rushed way, like this thing happened with me, this thing happened with me, why did this happen with me. And after all of that, when my mind felt the calm, I would just tear out the page and just burn it. Okay, yeah, that is not me, that is the part which I don't want for myself. And then after that, I would just write, okay, this is the way to do it in a correct manner. This is the way that should be done. This is the way I should have handled the situation. Because when my mind wasn't calm, I would just think in a much better way. And I did that. And after a period of time, I started applying all those things, like as the remedies. Like I wrote remedies for myself. There is one thing, the way we advise our best friends, like whenever our best friends needs us, right, or anybody of that sort in general needs us, we give them very heartfelt advice, like, bro, buddy, you should do this way, this problem would be solved. But when it comes to ourselves, we are just so lost, and we are like, this, why this thing is happening to me, life is so unfair to me. But if we try to do this for ourselves, it is a form of self love as well. You are just getting to know your own self in a really very, very good manner. And when you are being that true friend to your own self, it gives immense peace. Trust me with this one. Because then you know, okay, this is the thing, this is nothing. I can deal with it in a very easier manner, because you have done it, because you have been good to yourself, because you know yourself at the first place. And everything, the answer of everything is coming from your own self, because you know yourself better than anyone else, and you know exactly how the things are to be done at the first place. And if you have been listening to me through all of this and you don't know where to start, you know, just start with this one sentence: today I am feeling, and let the rest come naturally. Journaling is one such thing which has seen me break, which has seen me just rebuild, learn, unlearn, focus, losing focus, and every single thing. So, journaling, if it can hold me, it can hold you as well. And I want you to nudge into this one habit, because this is very very good. And let's not wait for another day or some upcoming day or some upcoming year to start this habit. I want you to take a notebook, not a very fancy journal. I am asking you, just take a notebook and start writing. When you start writing and start learning now, start learning to love yourself, start learning to express yourself, your thoughts will become clear, right? And it has so many things, like I can't even explain it. It has so many benefits, right? So trust me with this one, it is a really very good habit. And just start writing, you will feel so much calm. Also, while recording this video, a random thought came into my mind. And if you would like the idea, just let me know in the comments. And that idea is, if you don't know how to start journaling, or you need assistance with what you should be writing to keep the streak continue of your journaling habit, just let me know if you need some guided prompts. And I would just create a template for you and I would just post it. And it would be free, of course. So, yeah, let's grow together and stay magical. Stay tuned for the next one. Love you all. Take care.